my next video, I'd like to do one on the Samsung app called Good Guardians, and specifically the Battery Guardian. So let's give a little background on this. I'm using the Samsung S25 Ultra, and this app is a Samsung app. It's not a third-party app. Doesn't come with your Samsung device, but it's made by Samsung. So like the Good Lock app that I've made several videos on, this is the Good Guardians app. Okay, so this is more utilities. Makes the phone do certain things instead of more about Good Lock made the phone and makes the phone do more graphic end stuff. This is more utilities. Okay, so, and I use them both equally. This is a great app. So this will work on just about any Samsung device that you can download it, and you need to download it again on the Samsung store, not the Play Store, the Samsung store. So let's dive right in, as I would say. So Good Guardians. And the one I want to talk about today is Battery Guardians. We're going to go over all these in the future, and I'll make videos for all of them. Since the new One UI 8 has come out, very little has changed here. It's just become more efficient, and I expect the same for when One UI 8.5 comes out. It'll also be more than likely the same with just minor tweaks to the operating system so it works with it. That's the nice thing about these plugins, I like to call them. They work with Samsung amazingly well simply because they're made by Samsung users, employees, whatever, and it's not a third-party application. So anyway, let's get going here. So Battery Guardian, I'm sorry, not Battery. We want to go to, yes, I'm sorry, Battery Guardian. Get my head clear here. And there are several settings here I want to go over. So first off is the app power saving. So it optimizes battery draining apps to extend your battery life. So I have that on. So when battery draining apps have been found, the app will be put to sleep automatically to extend your battery life. So in other words, if it's not being used, it's draining your battery, it shuts it off in the background. Okay, so I keep that one on. Network power saving. So extend battery life by applying network power saving mode for each app. Now this is something you can do per app. So I haven't said any of these, I don't know why, I've just not said any. The selected apps will not use 5G data networks when the mobile data usage is low. And that's kind of why I don't use it, because I have unlimited data. So I don't really worry about that. But that's a way to not only help you with your data use, but also your battery life, obviously. Okay, so that's that one. Power saving during bedtime. Extend battery life by automatically optimizing and limit performance during sleep. And you can set this to any time you want. It's a neat ability since you're asleep. My problem is I go to sleep at all different times, so it'd be kind of useless to set a time on there. I'd just be changing it every day anyway, so I keep it off. Extended battery life by optimizing settings that use a lot of battery power. So this is a neat one. This is where the smart application comes in handy. So the very first one, turn on dark mode to reduce eye strain by switching to dark backgrounds. So we have that on. Okay, then it gives you other suggestions on what you should turn on, off, and different suggestions on how to save battery life. So screen resolution, I have it set to HD+. I only have it set to HD+ because I've never been able to see the difference between HD+ and QHD+. And it makes a big, big difference. If you can see, this is a whole different video on its own, but I'll discuss it and talk about it a little bit right now. So if you see here HD Plus and then you look at QHD, that is not how HD Plus looks. And FHD actually doesn't even look like that. Everything looks like QHD Plus, and it has to because I have HD Plus on. So why doesn't QHD look like HD Plus? So kind of a little bit of logic applied there. So anyway, I've always set it to HD Plus. I don't see any differences. Makes a lot of difference, however, with battery life. Motion smoothness, I set it to standard. That's changing your motion from, I believe it's 60 to 120. I've actually set it to 120 before, and it's kind of given me headaches. I don't know if that was related to the speed or whatever, but I don't play video games on my little 6.8-inch screen. If I'm going to play a video game, it's going to be on my laptop, or it's going to be on my 14-inch tablet, not a little 6x8 screen. So you might as well leave it off, unless that's all you have is just a 6.8 screen. Then turn the motion sensitiveness up to the 120. So I just set it to standard. Brightness, use high brightness for long periods, increases battery consumption. So you should, and you can put it to adaptive brightness. That will adapt to your brightness, your surrounding brightness. So if it's really, really bright out, this will get really, really brighter. If it's dim, it'll dim itself. I just keep it set in the middle, and then if I have to, I set it myself to where I want it with my settings. So I just leave that one alone. Probably save quite a bit if I turn it on, but as you can see right now, I've been using my phone all day, and I'm at 69% still. So the phone on these things are just monsters. I love them. Screen timeout, 30 seconds. I keep that because if I'm not looking at my phone, I don't want my phone to stay on. I could even probably get away with 15 seconds, but I keep it set to 30, personal preference. Mobile hotspots, that's common sense. I keep that off. Always on display. I don't like always on display. I don't want to look at when my screen's, I'm not looking at it, I don't want it on. So I want it on when I want to look at it, not when it's sitting there doing nothing. I don't feel the screen needs to be on. So again, personal preference. Video brightness, I have set to normal. Eye comfort shield, get longer battery life, turn on eye comfort shield. I have that off. I really don't know what that does. I'll leave it set to off. Eye comfort shield, never mess with that. And then this one I like on. Samsung keyboard sound, turn off keyboard sound, can save you more battery. I have it on, especially the vibrate mode. I like my keyboard to be interactive with me as I'm touching the keyboard. I want to know that I made a touch to the keyboard, because I can type, sometimes I'm not looking, and I want to know that I'm at least hitting a button and have some feedback. So that's my justification as to why I turn that on. Okay, so that is my video on Good Guardians and the subsection of that called the Battery Guardian. I hope you find my video to be helpful. Thank you for being here. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for your time, and until next time, I'm out.